it's sad that you're talking about a potential rematch with an individual who's facing multiple federal and local investigations, a person who they say inspired an attempted coup in this country on January 6th, a person who tried to, basically change, still change the results of an election, like just wouldn't acknowledge the results of an election. I feel like there has to be some type of qualifications for president. I think when you're facing, that much, I don't even think you should be qualified to run. And so it's sad that we're saying, it's still a toss up between him, President Biden. I think that's more indicative of what, Democrats aren't doing. And for me, I don't see the bench that the Democrats have. Like, I personally don't see the person that they could put up in 2024 that could like really galvanize and energize people. I mean, the fact that Biden is still their safest bet, I think that's sad too. He probably will run because they don't have any other choice. It's one of those things like, hey man, you're our safest bet. You're what we got. You won in 2020, so how about just come on out again in 2024? Do I think he should? I really don't think they have a choice. Willie and should he is the same thing. I don't think if they want to remain in power in the White House or even have a chance to remain in power, I don't think they have a choice. No, I don't think the vice president stands a chance against Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis unless something magically changes over the next 2 years and she pivots greatly, but based off what we've seen so far, no. And I think people are sleeping on Ron DeSantis. I think that Ron DeSantis is a very formidable opponent. I can't even believe the conversations I'm hearing where people are saying like, oh, I don't think he can win the national election. Why not? What would make him think that he can't win a national election? Sorry to tell y'all, man. I'm from the South. I'm from South Carolina. More of the country is more like Florida than we may want to may want to believe. But majority of America is more rural and full of conservative values, like in a place like Florida than there is other places. I think when you live in New York or California, you might be fooled and think that's the world. But that's not the world. The world is more sovereign in Midwest than anything. That's interesting, right? Because my gut says DeSantis, but there's this thing that, first of all, America is way too obsessed with celebrity, right? That's number one. And there's something about those 80s, 90s celebrities where they just have a stranglehold on American consciousness. It's different. I'm not talking about the celebrity that we have now, where it's just like, you got a couple million YouTube followers, you somebody. It's something about that 80s, 90s celebrity that we just will never be able to run away from. It's something about those 80s, 90s celebrities that galvanize the country in a different way. And I think Trump benefits, greatly from that. And I think the thing that gives DeSantis the edge, maybe over that, no, I don't think there's an edge over the popularity, but I think what gives DeSantis a good edge is that he he seems more stable. And I don't think any of us on any side, I don't claim either side, but I think anybody, we don't want to go through that cycle of every day in the news, everybody's talking about Trump. You know what I mean? It just leads to too much divisiveness. It leads to too much anxiety. Like, I don't want to see him on Fox News every 5 minutes. I don't want to see him on CNN every 5 minutes. I don't want to see him on MSNBC every 5 minutes. And I think, that nonstop media coverage is what helped him, the first time. And I think that right now is just too many things going on in the world for us to be constantly worried about every single thing that is going on in the world of Trump.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.